Now, as summer returns, so do our skin-bearing clothes. But what if you want the tanned look without the dangers of the sun? Oh, Trudy has the answer. Morning, Trudy.
Morning.
So self-tanning can be a little bit scary.
We've all had a blunder. We've all had a bronzing blunder.
So what's the checklist?
Look, there's about 3 or 4 things you need to do. Choose a tan that you can manage, because, you know, there's no point putting on something that you can't manage. Prep your skin, moisturise, and use a gradual tanner post self-tanning.
Okay, so those things sound something like something I
sound
can actually
easy.
do. So how do you prep the skin?
I think what you need to know is that dry skin doesn't like tan, or tan doesn't sit on dry skin, because the actual ingredient in the tan, which is a sugary extract, it's called DHA, it reacts with the amino acid in the skin, the dead skin on top of your body, on top of your, the dead layer. And if it's dry and crusty, that's when your tan goes patchy.
Okay.
So you need to exfoliate and moisturise, wait a few hours. Often I exfoliate at night, moisturise, and then tan in the morning. And you should be good to go.
So that's why you need to do it around the ankles and stuff, because you quite often see that sort of those demarcation lines around the ankles and the knees and the elbows.
And most people put tan on and they slap it on their hand. Where do they start? On their wrist or their ankle. And that's why you get the most coverage and the blotchiness there. So start on the bigger parts of the body and finish on those bony bits.
Okay.
Because you don't really need much tan on there, just a little bit.
So you're meant to go lighter on the face, aren't you? Why is that?
Much lighter on the face, because your face is generally darker than your body. So if you really tan up your face and your neck is white, it looks like you're wearing the wrong colour foundation. So really just use a gradual tanner on the face, or mix a tanning oil with your moisturiser. You really only just want a hint of colour. I don't often tan my face with self-tan. I often just use a bronzer and really just put it where the sun would naturally hit your face, and I think that's enough.
So what happens if you make some mistakes, which I would probably do? How do you go about fixing them?
Look, there's a couple of things you can do. Exfoliating is great, like a grainy scrub, or a little bit of acetone on a pad, a little bit of acetone remover, nail polish remover on a little cotton pad will take off those really blotchy orange bits.
Okay.
It really does work. A girlfriend of mine uses toothpaste. I haven't tried it, but she swears by that. Anything that's going to lift that layer of skin off really will help, you know, and buff it off.
Okay. And so you've done it. You've gone to all this trouble of doing this. How do you make it last?
Moisturiser. You know, the more you moisturise your skin, the longer your tan will last. So if you do a tan and use a mousse, back it up with a gradual tanner every day after that. So if you've, it depends on the formula you use, but a gradual tanner really is just got a little bit of tan in it, and it's a moisturiser, so use that every day. Dry skin is a barrier to a great looking tan, so if you are moisturising every day, your tan should last a week.
Okay, so a week. Does some last longer than others, or is it all?
Some do, but I think, your skin naturally sheds after about 30 days, so it's dynamic, it's changing every day, so you do really need, and it depends what you do. If you shave your legs, if you wax, that actually takes that top layer of skin off. So you really need to make sure you're tanning I tan in summer probably every 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
And I use a gradual tanner in between.
And I guess if you're going to the gym too, it would wear off more.
Well, that's right. If you're sweating, hot spa pools, swimming, chlorine, all these things, impact on your tan.
Let's talk about the products. What do we have here?
These are all newish products I brought in today. Cooler is a very famous sunscreen brand. They've just launched some tans. This is a gradual tanner, like I was talking about. It's got green coffee in it, hydrating, conceals the look of blotchy skin. It gives it a nice tint of colour.
I shouldn't really put this on my hand, should I?
You're going to have bronze fingers after that.
See how that goes. Okay.
But it's a great one for pre-tan, in between tan, and it's organic and EcoCert, that one.
Smells nice. I like their sunscreen, their spray on sunscreen.
It's very good.
I use that a lot.
A fave of mine, Tan Organic. A lot of pregnant ladies email me and say, what tan can I use if I'm pregnant? I'm really nervous about it absorbing into the skin. This is an organic tan. It's a mousse. It's beautiful. It doesn't smell. It's just stunning. So I would go with that if you're looking for an organic option.
So it's perfect fade, no smell. I'm not going to put these all over me, actually, I've decided.
You'd have to be really difficult to get a streak out of that one. It's brilliant. Yeah. Another famous brand, Bondi Sands, they've got some really good no commitment tan, is what I call them.
Good.
That is a shimmer in a bottle, which is instant colour. When you're going to that party and you think, oh, my legs look terribly white, I'm wearing a skirt, that's perfect. You just put it on, it instantly gives you colour, and you can wash it off in soap and water after,
Okay, I'm just shimmering one hand up then.
Shimmer one hand up. It's beautiful for the décolleté. It just gives a gorgeous coverage.
Okay.
And it's no commitment. It washes off.
Can't really
So-
see it. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, crikey, we're running out of time. Oh, God, the wheels are falling off. Okay.
And that's an argan oil infused with a tan too, so same from Bondi Sands. And just quickly, the last two new, if you thought Saint Tropez had it all, they've actually wowed us this summer with two more. A super dark mousse for those tanning pros that want a really, really chocolate
Look
colour.
like you're on the beach at Saint Tropez.
And this is so clever. It's a water that turns into a mousse.
Ooh.
And you just put that on your body. Smells like a cocktail, smells like a pina colada. No streak, very, very natural. So if you're a really nervous tanner and you want a lovely, light, hydrating tan, that is perfect.
That sounds like a bit of me, light and nervous tanner. Hey, thank you so much, Trudy.
Absolute pleasure.
Now, for more great beauty know-how, head to Trudy's website, beautyeq.co.nz.